Ever had your files disappear, been locked out of your own computer, or faced a flood of spam emails? These security issues can feel like a nightmare, but what if you could fix them yourself? In this video, we'll show you how to troubleshoot and solve the most frustrating Windows security problems, from viruses and phishing scams to ransomware and invalid certificates. Ready to take control of your PC's security? Let's dive in. In this course, we'll cover several security-related issues, and we'll also look at how to solve them easily. And we start with viruses. You are quietly working on your PC when suddenly a small window opens and informs you that you have detected a virus on your computer. This little window, which is nothing more than a pop-up, is kind enough to offer you to eradicate this virus for free, using a small software to download on your PC. Since it's free, you don't hesitate to agree to install this wonderful tool to protect yourself. And bam, the software you just installed, you have deceived, you are now really infected. And in addition, the software has lowered the protections of your PC so that the virus that infected you brings back all those little friends. It's quite common to have malware, which disables Windows protections such as the firewall or the default antivirus. Windows Defender. Here's what a firewall infected with malware looks like. As you can see, the firewall is completely disabled. This leaves your PC vulnerable to any type of intrusion. Now that the damage is done, we'll see how to avoid major damage. First, you need to uninstall the malicious program first. Start by going to the control panel. Then, click Uninstall a program. And all you have to do is find the application that is causing the problem and uninstall it. After uninstalling the program that is causing you problems, you should check that your firewall is enabled for your system. The firewall allows you to put a barrier to avoid any intrusion from the internet. Here are the steps to enable your firewall again. Type the word firewall into the Windows search bar and open the menu. Check firewall status. On my side, you can see that it's enabled because my PC doesn't have any others antivirus. By the way, even if Windows has a basic antivirus, which is Windows Defender, it is strongly recommended to use an antivirus and not the free antivirus. It's better to have the luxury of having a paid solution to protect your computer, especially since it costs about €10 per year. And that way, you can even run an effective scan of your computer for viruses. And if despite everything we have just seen, the problem persists, well, the best thing is to restore your system to a date when everything was working fine. Now, let's move on to the spam problem. You have just received an exceptional offer in the form of an email. This email tells you that you have been selected to receive the latest iPhone for free, with the bonus of the latest MacBook Pro, which will be released in only a few years. And to receive them, well, you just have to open the attachment. And that's when tragedy strikes. Not only will you receive nothing, but your PC has just been infected by a virus. The term spam simply means that they are unsolicited electronic messages. You have to know that the greatest danger, well, is you. This is why, in companies, users are made aware of how to counter this type of attack. You should not click on links or attachments if you have the slightest suspicion that it is spam. If that's the case, well, what I do is I report it to Google since I'm on Gmail, and I delete it. Spam is often blocked upstream by your email service. Here is a screenshot of my spam, which has been blocked by Google. Frankly, I find it really funny, all these messages to make the person believe that he is super lucky and that he has just won gifts. So, even if they are, of course, only fraudulent emails, we always have a little voice in our head that tells us, What if it was true? Well, you should know that statistically, you have a better chance of winning the lottery 5 times in a row than of actually winning a gift of inestimable value by simply clicking in an email. Renamed system files. Let's move on to a whole other problem, which are the renamed system files. A virus can rename your system files, which will make them unusable, and as a result, it may cause many blue screens on your PC. The ideal in this type of situation is to do a complete scan of your computer using your antivirus. The other solution would be to do a system restore to a date where there was no problem, files that disappear. Let's move on to a completely different problem, which are the files that disappear. You have just finished writing a document after having worked on it for several hours, and you save it to a location on your computer. A few minutes later, you decide to open it to make some changes, and then it's drama because you can't find it anymore. It has completely disappeared without a trace. In this case, and for all types of problems, you must first know how to keep your cool. The virus is able to open a door on your computer to allow other malicious people to do a whole bunch of not very cool things. Here's what you could do if you lose your files. First of all, it would be interesting to start with a scan, looking for viruses, to flush them out, but also to neutralize them. After that, it would be interesting to try to display the hidden files, to see if the virus has not simply modified the settings of the file to hide it. By default, you should know that Windows automatically hides the folders and files of the system. To avoid mishandling this type of file, which is mainly used for the proper functioning of the operating system. Here are the steps to make all hidden files and folders show. In the Windows search bar, type Folders and open File Explorer options. Then, go to the View tab. And in Hidden Files and Folders, click on Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives. Changes to file permissions. Let's move on to another malicious technique, which consists of modifying file permissions to make them inaccessible. Imagine that you want to open one of your files and you have a message telling you that you don't have the necessary rights to open it, which is quite annoying, but too complicated to solve. To do this, you must right-click on the file and select Properties. Then, go to the Security tab, click on Edit. All you have to do is select a group or username and give it the permissions it needs. Phishing. Now let's move on to phishing, where the principle here is not the phishing of fish, but rather of vulnerable people. Imagine receiving an email asking you to reset your Facebook password. Even if the email is usually full of spelling mistakes, you don't suspect anything and proceed to change your password. And as you know, when you change a password, you always have to enter your current password. And then, big mistake, you have just given access to your account to another person without knowing it. This technique is widely used by hackers. This is called phishing. It is a technique that consists of coaxing internet users with things that seem interesting or necessary to extract information such as passwords or bank details. To avoid this, you must avoid clicking on emails where you don't know the sender. Avoid giving out your personal information on unrecognized platforms. Also, to avoid communicating on an unencrypted mail server. And finally, we have to stop believing in Santa Claus. Access denied. Now, imagine that when you start your computer after entering your password, well, you are denied access. In this case, it is very likely that you have caught malware. Malware is malicious software, which is designed to infiltrate your computer without you knowing. So, you should know that there are hundreds of them, but the most formidable is the ransomware. This type of virus will encrypt all of your files, and you ask for a ransom to be paid online to be able to unlock them. And if you don't pay, well, you can say bye-bye to your files. So, You shouldn't click on everything that moves. And this, even if you have an antivirus? Fortunately, there are still other solutions than taking out the credit card. First, you can try restarting in safe mode to try to remove this virus, or to download a paid anti-ransomware for more efficiency. Invalid certificate. We will now talk about an invalid certificate. Sometimes we want to access a web page when suddenly we find ourselves with an alert informing us that the site is dangerous and that it is strongly advised not to continue. In fact, it is an SSL certificate error that would not be valid. This error means that the browser is unable to identify the layer of secure sockets that is installed on the website, the so-called SSL, Secure Socket Layer. SSL is a protocol for securing and authenticating data on the internet. This is why it is strongly recommended to browse only on HTTPS sites. HTTPS is the ultra-secure version of HTTP. This allows you to browse discreetly. That is to say, the data is encrypted, which makes it very difficult to intercept. So here, as a solution, well, there is not much. Either update your browser to download new signed certificates, or you try to access the website by clicking on Continue Anyway. But this is at your own risk. Event viewer errors. Before we end the course, we're going to talk about the event viewer. It's a Windows log, which allows us to see system errors and bugs. It is a very useful tool to fix all kinds of Windows issues. To access it, nothing could be simpler. All you have to do is type the word Viewer in the taskbar, and to open the Event Viewer application. Then click on Windows Logs. You will then have access to all the logs of your operating system.